Hello, sixth grade. Miss Josie here with our weekly lessons. I hope you guys had an amazing 4-day weekend. You guys got some rest, and then you're ready to come back for our 4-day week of school. So hopefully you guys are well rested and ready to get started. This week's lesson, it's personal safety. Last month on May 25th, we kind of recognized a day called National Missing Children's Day. Okay, so I really wanted to kind of pull out some main points from this theme that are really important to you as you're getting older. It's good to understand some personal safety and just awareness in your environment, just to keep you and others safe. Okay, so this lesson isn't really to scare you, but I know your parents have probably had conversations about when you're walking home or how to be safe or how to be protected. And this lesson is kind of going to reflect some of those, right? So in our lesson here, let's explain what personal safety is, okay, before we begin. So just recognizing and avoiding like possible harmful situations, okay, or other people in your surroundings, right? Just kind of, like I said earlier, like be aware of your environment, whether it's just other people that you're unfamiliar with, just practicing safe behavior. And what does that look like? I'll show you guys on the next steps of like how to actually practice being safe, right? So we talk about, yes, being safe in the sense of like when you're walking, when you're crossing the street, you're looking for cars. But this lesson is more of just being aware of other people maybe in your surroundings, or if someone is doing something uncomfortable, how to handle those situations, okay? So in our slide here, we have a couple steps that you can take to protect yourself in order to be safe, and your friends to be safe, or any family members that you're with, just whether you're out in the grocery store, if you're walking home from school, or even if you're waiting outside in front, just anywhere in your environment, okay? So the first step is just check first. So for example, check in with your parents or your guardians, whoever is in charge of you or maybe watching you at the time. If you're planning on going somewhere or meeting up with somebody like friends at the park, or you're going to the mall, check in first with an adult. Also, too, if you are unsure of something or a situation that's happening around you, right? So, say a stranger comes up to you when you're out and says, hey, your mom told me to come pick you up, or hey, I know your mom, come with me, like come in my car type stuff. Calling them and checking in with them first, right? Unless your parents have told you that they're sending someone to come get you, it's probably best that you check with your parents. Don't ever go with someone that you don't know or you're unsure of, okay? That's why also taking a friend would be the next step, okay, if possible. So step two, if you are going somewhere, always having that buddy system, right? That buddy system keeps you safe, it keeps you protected. It also helps like another parent of your friend know where you are, right? So where to track you, or what your plan is for the day, just so that you are being safe and someone always knows where you are, okay? Um, on these last two steps, I have videos for us, okay? So telling people no, kind of how I mentioned in the first one, when you're checking first, if someone comes up to you and is asking you questions and makes you feel uncomfortable, you just know that it's not right, okay? We're allowed to tell people no. We're allowed to tell people when they're making us feel uncomfortable. We're allowed to set those boundaries, okay? I know sixth grade, you guys are coming young adults. So being able to advocate that and voice that more, whether it's any adult, okay, in your life, whether it's a friend or a family or a friend of a family, whoever is just making you feel uncomfortable, it is your right to let them know, okay? I do have a clip for us though, so let's see what this is.
Be aware. Stay safe. When you are out and about in your community, you are with a lot of strangers. A stranger may be someone you don't know. A stranger may also be someone like a store clerk that you have seen, but you don't know their name.
Most strangers are okay, but when a stranger makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to know what to do to stay safe. This video is about how to stay safe when you are out and about. Always be aware of strangers and how they are acting towards you. Here are some things to watch out for. Watch out if a stranger asks you to go somewhere with them.
Hey, want to ride downtown?
Watch out if a stranger offers to give you something.
Hey, let me buy you a muffin and your coffee.
Watch out if a stranger asks you for money or some kind of help.
I don't have enough money for the bus. Can you give me some?
Watch out if a stranger tells you that someone you know sent them.
Hey, come quick. Your friend Mary told me to come and get you. Come quick.
Anytime a stranger does any of these things or anything else that makes you feel uncomfortable, tell them no or go away in a loud voice and mean it.
Hey, want to ride downtown?
No, go away. Hey, let me buy you a muffin and your coffee.
No, leave me alone.
I don't have enough money for the bus. Can you give me some?
No, leave me alone.
Hey, come quick. Your friend Mary told me to come and get you. Come quick. No, go away.
If you still feel uncomfortable, walk away. Go where there are lots of people. If you can, find someone you know.
If none of this works, make a scene. Yell and scream or yell for help.
Use your personal alarm if you have one.
Help! Help! I need help! I need to call the police! Help! There's a stranger!
If you still don't feel safe, call 911 and ask for help.
Be aware! Say no! Get away! Get help! Be safe!
Okay, so these are some great tips, right? To be aware, learn how to say no, kind of like how the video was saying. It gave us a couple scenarios or situations, right? Some of you may say, well, that's never happened to me, or it's not likely it's going to happen to me. But it's still good to be informed of this information. It's still good to be aware of your surroundings around you, like the grocery store when you're out in public. Like we don't know so many strangers. We also don't want to think that the world is a completely bad place, but also just have that perception and that mindset that you're constantly aware of what's around you. Learn how to say no, especially to strangers. You're allowed to, okay? Those are great ways to get away. Find somebody that you know or go to a bigger crowd. You can ask for help by calling 911. I know a lot of you guys have cell phones now, or even calling a guardian or a parent to come pick you up and let them know where you are and a weird situation has happened, okay? These things will help you become safe. So let's go to the next clip. Step, the fourth one was talk to a trusted adult. This is just a quick snippet of like what that means, and I can go a little bit more into a trusted adult and how you can identify one, or who maybe you have one in your life already and you just don't know, or just people that you can make trusted adults. Okay.
Ask your friend if there are any adults you trust that they could share their feelings with. People like family members, teachers, and youth workers could offer more support than you can by yourself. Let your friend know that talking won't be as difficult as they might imagine, and that you are there to help them get support.
So like how this video kind of just explained quickly, like an adult, whether it's your parents or teachers, those are adults that you can trust. Not always is there a teacher or maybe a counselor like me that you trust right away. We have to learn how to build rapport and kind of get to know them, right? I'm going to go to the next slide and show you guys a little bit more of how we can build those relationships.